Is the strongest couple in hip-hop finally reaching their breaking point? For years, Tameka, Tiny Harris, and T.I. have stood side by side through legal battles, public scandals, and family drama. But today, the game has changed. Tiny Harris has officially broken her silence. And she isn't just talking, she's exposing a side of the story that T.I. has desperately tried to keep under wraps. For weeks, the pressure on T.I. has been mounting. From resurfaced industry feuds to intense public scrutiny, the King of the South has been fighting fires on all fronts. However, the biggest threat didn't come from his rivals, it came from within his own home. Tiny's latest statements have sent shockwaves through the culture, specifically pointing toward a father mystery that has fans and investigators scrambling for answers. What is this hidden truth regarding the Harris lineage? Is this about T.I.'s own complicated past with his father? Or is there a deeper, more scandalous secret involving the paternity and legacy of the Harris children? Tiny's cryptic message that the truth must come to light suggests that she is no longer willing to protect an image at the expense of her own peace. In this deep dive, we aren't just looking at another celebrity argument. We are uncovering the layers of a decades-old mystery that could redefine T.I.'s entire legacy. Why now? What pushed Tiny to finally step out from the shadows and challenge the man she has defended for over 20 years, from the private pressures behind closed doors to the explosive revelations about the father mystery? We are breaking down everything you need to know. The silence has been shattered, the secrets are out, and the aftermath is going to be messy. Grab your popcorn and stay tuned. Because what Tiny Harris just exposed might just be the final chapter of the Harris empire as we know it. Let's get into the details. The entertainment world has long viewed T.I. and Tiny Harris as the blueprint for ride or die, from the early days of the Grand Hustle empire to their transition into reality TV royalty with the Family Hustle. They presented a united front that seemed unbreakable. However, as we move through 2026, that polished image is starting to crack under a weight that even Tiny can no longer support. For years, Tiny has acted as T.I.'s ultimate shield, standing by him through federal charges, public controversies, and the constant noise of the music industry. But something has shifted. The shield hasn't just slipped, it has been intentionally set aside. To understand why Tiny is breaking her silence now, we have to look at the immense pressure T.I. has been facing. The King of the South has always been a man of control, controlling the narrative, controlling his business, and, as many insiders suggest, controlling the flow of information within his household. But lately, the external world has been pushing back with ongoing industry feuds and a series of investigative reports questioning his past business dealings and personal conduct. T.I. has been in a defensive crouch. Usually, this is where Tiny would step in to soften the blow or offer a public show of solidarity. Instead, she chose this exact moment to pull back the curtain. The catalyst for this sudden outspokenness appears to be a direct result of T.I. trying to tighten that control even further. Sources close to the family suggest that as the public pressure on T.I. increased, he began demanding more loyalty from his inner circle, including Tiny. But there is a fine line between loyalty and suppression. Tiny's recent social media activity and interviews haven't just been venting, they have been calculated. When she spoke about the father mystery, she wasn't just throwing out a random phrase. She was touching a nerve that goes back to the very foundation of the Harris family tree. For the first time, Tiny is addressing the private pressure that T.I. has exerted to keep their family legacy looking pristine. For years, fans have whispered about the internal dynamics of their home, questioning how much of their reality show was reality and how much was a carefully constructed script designed by Tip himself. Tiny's decision to speak out is a clear signal that she is tired of playing a character in someone else's play. She hinted that T.I. has been using the concept of family honor as a weapon to keep her from addressing her own grievances and, more importantly, her own history. This brings us to the most explosive part of her silence breaking: the reference to the father mystery. In the world of celebrity gossip, paternity is a word that can destroy a brand overnight. While the Harris family has dealt with rumors before, the fact that Tiny herself is the one bringing up the concept of a fatherhood secret changes the gravity of the situation. Is she referring to the way T.I. was raised and the secrets he inherited from his own father? Or is she pointing the finger at a more current mystery involving their own children? The ambiguity is intentional, and it has put T.I. in a position he hates most, being unable to lead the conversation. The power dynamic in their marriage has always been portrayed as a partnership, but Tiny's recent revelations suggest it was often a dictatorship disguised as a democracy. By exposing the pressure she has been under, Tiny is effectively dismantling T.I.'s alpha persona. She is showing the world that the man who claims to have all the answers is actually struggling to keep his own house in order. This isn't just a marital spat, it's a total reclamation of identity. Tiny Harris is the daughter of a legend, a member of the iconic group Escape, and a mogul in her own right. She is reminding T.I. and the world that she existed before him, and she will exist after the Harris name, if necessary. The industry response to Tiny's awakening has been one of shock. Peers who have known the couple for decades are purportedly stunned that Tiny would take these issues to the public square. But perhaps that was the only way to get T.I. to listen. When a man is as powerful and influential as Tip, private conversations can often be dismissed or redirected. By going public, Tiny has ensured that the father mystery is no longer a private burden, but a public record. She has forced T.I. to face the one thing he fears more than anything: losing the respect of the streets and the fans who buy into his family man image. As we conclude this first part of the investigation, the atmosphere is thick with tension. Tiny has laid the groundwork. She has told the world that she is under pressure, that she is no longer silent, and that there is a mystery involving the very concept of fatherhood in their lives that needs to be exposed. The question is no longer if the truth will come out, but how much Tiny is willing to reveal. T.I. is currently standing in the eye of a storm that his own wife helped create. And as the winds pick up, the secrets of the Harris legacy are starting to fly loose. In the next part, we will dive deeper into the specifics of this legacy and the paternity puzzle that has everyone talking. What exactly did Tiny find, and why is T.I. so afraid of the world knowing the truth about the fathers in this family? The mystery is only beginning to unfold. The groundwork has been laid, and the silence has been shattered. But as we move into the heart of this controversy, we have to look at the specific puzzle that has the internet in a frenzy. When Tiny Harris mentioned the father mystery, she wasn't just throwing stones. She was pointing directly at the foundation of the Harris legacy. In the world of high-stakes hip-hop, lineage is everything. It's about who you are, where you come from, and the bloodline you leave behind. For T.I., being a father figure isn't just a personal role, it's his entire brand. From his music to his reality shows, he has positioned himself as the ultimate patriarch. But Tiny's recent revelations suggest that this patriarchal mask is hiding a much more complicated reality. The first layer of this mystery involves the paternity puzzle that has haunted the tabloids for years. While the public has seen the Harris children grow up on screen, there have always been whispers in the dark corners of social media. Usually, these are dismissed as baseless rumors. But when the mother of those children, the woman who was in the room for every birth, starts talking about secrets regarding fathers, the world stops and listens. Tiny's frustration seems to stem from a feeling that the truth about their family history has been manipulated to fit T.I.'s narrative. Is there a secret child? Or is the mystery rooted in the paternity of the children we already know? The pressure Tiny describes suggests she's tired of carrying a secret that wasn't hers to keep in the first place. However, the father mystery might go even deeper than the current generation. To understand T.I., you have to understand his relationship with his own father, Buddy Harris. T.I. has often spoken about his father's battle with Alzheimer's and the impact it had on him. But Tiny's recent comments hint that there are chapters of that story that were never read aloud. There is a theory circulating that T.I. has been hiding aspects of his own upbringing and his father's past, too. Protect his King of the South persona, Tiny, coming from a legendary musical lineage, herself as the daughter of Charles Pope, knows the difference between a real legacy and a manufactured one. By bringing up this mystery, she is effectively challenging T.I.'s right to claim the throne of a perfect family man. The tension reached a boiling point when T.I. reportedly tried to exert control over Tiny's own family business. As a member of Escape and a successful entrepreneur, Tiny has her own wealth and her own history. Sources suggest that T.I. often pressured her to prioritize the Harris brand over her own family's legacy. This father mystery could very well be Tiny's way of saying, "You can't claim my father's success while hiding the truth about your own." It's a power move of the highest order. By exposing the cracks in the Harris family tree, she is forcing T.I. to confront the parts of himself he spent 20 years trying to bury. There is also the matter of the secret files. Rumors have been circulating in Atlanta circles that Tiny has access to documents or communications that prove T.I. has been less than honest about certain family matters. Whether these documents involve financial secrets, secret relatives, or legal fixes regarding family members, the implication is clear. The king is vulnerable. Tiny isn't just a disgruntled spouse. She is a woman with receipts. The pressure T.I. put on her to stay silent backfired, and now the very secrets he used to keep her in line are being used to set her free. What makes this part of the story so compelling is the psychological warfare at play. T.I. is a master of words, often using complex vocabulary to dominate conversations. But Tiny is using the power of truth and omission. She doesn't have to say everything to make T.I. sweat. She just has to let the world know that she could say everything. This father mystery is a ticking time bomb. Every time T.I. posts a photo of his family or a video giving advice on fatherhood, Tiny's exposure hangs over it like a dark cloud. Fans are now looking at every interaction through a new lens, asking, what is he hiding? What does she know? The impact on their children cannot be ignored either. As the next generation of the Harris family tries to build their own careers, most notably King Harris, this mystery threatens to overshadow their efforts. If the father mystery involves the children's own identities or their father's true history, the fallout will be generational. Tiny's decision to bring this up now suggests that she believes the children deserve the truth. Regardless of how it affects T.I.'s public standing, it's a rip-the-band-aid-off approach to family therapy, played out on a global stage, and none of them seem to fit the picture T.I. has been painting for the last 2 decades. Tiny has moved the conversation from a simple breakup to a deep-seated exposure of the Harris bloodline. T.I. is no longer just fighting for his marriage, he is fighting for his name. But the more he pushes back, the more Tiny seems ready. To let the rest of the secrets fly, in the final part of our series, we will look at the ultimate unveiling. What is the specific, exposed truth that could end it all? And when the dust finally settles, who will be left standing in the ruins of the Harris Empire? The final chapter is next, and it is the most explosive one yet. We have reached the final chapter of this explosive saga, where the whispers turn into shouts, and the father mystery finally meets the light of day. After 2 parts of buildup, the question remains, what is the ultimate price of a secret? Tiny Harris has made it clear that she is no longer willing to pay that price with her own dignity. As the dust begins to settle on her recent revelations, the true nature of the exposed mystery is coming into focus, and it's far more damaging to T.I.'s King of the South persona than anyone could have predicted. The unveiling isn't just about one single event, it's about a pattern of suppression. The core of the father mystery appears to be a twofold revelation. First, there are the mounting allegations regarding T.I.'s own paternal history specifically. Claims that he has been gatekeeping information about his father's true estate and the treatment of extended family members to maintain a certain level of prestige. Tiny's pivot from supportive wife to whistleblower suggests that T.I. used his influence to rewrite his family history, often at the expense of the people who actually lived it. By exposing this, Tiny is stripping away the royalty narrative and showing that the Harris Empire was built on a foundation of carefully curated half-truths. Secondly, and perhaps more controversially, the mystery touches upon the pressure T.I. has placed on his own children to embody a legacy that might not be entirely theirs. Tiny's hints about truth and paternity have led many to believe that there are internal family secrets regarding the lineage of the younger Harris generation that Tip has fought tooth and nail to keep out of the headlines, whether it's a secret sibling or a disputed history. The father mystery serves as a metaphor for T.I.'s need to control the very biological and social identity of his household. Tiny's message is loud and clear. A father's role is to provide the truth, not a script. The aftermath of this exposure has been swift and chaotic. T.I., a man who usually has $1 million word for every situation, has found himself uncharacteristically cornered. His recent attempts to flood social media with wholesome family content have been met with skepticism. The public is no longer buying the family hustle image because the family itself, specifically, the matriarchy, is calling it into question. The pressure that T.I. once exerted on Tiny to stay silent has now transformed into a public relations nightmare that he cannot talk his way out of. Every inspirational post he makes is now scrutinized for signs of the father mystery that Tiny has laid bare. But this isn't just about T.I.'s downfall, it's about Tiny's liberation. For years, she was seen as the supportive wife who stayed through every storm. By breaking her silence, she has reclaimed her own narrative. She is no longer just a footnote in T.I.'s biography. She is the author of her own story. Her decision to expose the father mystery was a strategic move to ensure that if the ship goes down, she isn't the one trapped in the hull. She has successfully separated the Tiny Harris brand from the T.I. and Tiny brand, a move that is essential for her own longevity in the industry. The impact on the hip-hop community has been profound. This situation has sparked a wider conversation about the alpha male culture in the industry and the emotional labor that women like Tiny are expected to perform. Tiny Harris has become a symbol of what happens when that labor is no longer rewarded with respect. By exposing the father mystery, she has challenged every man in the industry who uses family legacy as a shield for personal misconduct or control. She has shown that a woman's loyalty is not a blank check, and it certainly doesn't cover the cost of systemic lies. As we look toward the future, the Harris family will never be the same. Whether they choose to stay together or finally part ways, the power balance has shifted permanently. T.I. is now operating in a world where his wife is his most formidable critic. And Tiny is operating in a world where she no longer has to hide the truth to keep her home. The father mystery might have been exposed, but the healing or the final breaking is just beginning. The industry is watching, the fans are waiting, and the king is finally being forced to answer to his queen. In the end, this script isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's a cautionary tale about the weight of secrets and the power of the truth. Tiny Harris broke her silence to save herself, and in doing so, she might have just changed the rules of the game for everyone. The mystery is exposed, the pressure is peaked, and the silence is gone forever. The Harris empire may be under fire, but for Tiny, the fire is exactly what she needed to forge a new path forward. Stay tuned, because in the world of the Harrises, the final word is usually the loudest. So, what do you guys think? Is Tiny finally doing the right thing by speaking her truth, or should some family secrets stay behind closed doors? And what is your theory on this father mystery? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive updates on your favorite celebrities. Thanks for watching.